Hey guys, what's up? This is Jordan Crook with TechCrunch, and today we're looking at the Galaxy S4 by Samsung. This is the latest generation of the Galaxy S line. It's Samsung's best-selling smartphone line to date, and the Galaxy S4 totally brings the heat. It lives up to the hype and is the best yet. What's really impressive about the Galaxy S4 is that it actually brings some sort of true Samsung Galaxy S design language. The Galaxy S2 seemed to copy the iPhone just a little bit, and the Galaxy S3 was very different from the Galaxy S2. It was really round, and the Galaxy S4 kind of brings all that together into something that you instantly recognize as a Galaxy S device. There's a lot going on here in terms of software, but first let's start with the specs. On the inside, the Samsung Galaxy S4 is totally packed with power. It has a 2600 milliamp hour battery, it has 2 gigabytes of RAM, a quad-core Snapdragon 600 processor, and it runs the latest version of Android. The battery door is removable, so that gives you access to the micro SD slot and the SIM card. You can get the Galaxy S4 in black or white, and it comes in 16 gigabyte and 32 gigabyte models. Perhaps my favorite thing about the Galaxy S4 is that Samsung actually managed to put a lot more screen on a phone that's generally the same size as the Galaxy S3. So you'll notice that it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit thinner. The bezels on the side are also a lot thinner, so it's more of a rectangular shape than the Galaxy S3. And it's just all screen all the time, which is exactly what you want. We're looking at a 5-inch 440 ppi 1080p display, Super AMOLED technology, and it's just exactly what you'd expect out of Samsung, who tends to be a leader when it comes to display technology. I have to say that I really am unimpressed with the fact that Samsung continues to use plastic. I'm sick of it. I think that they can do better. Most of the phone is plastic. It has that textured look to it, but it's actually quite smooth. The silver rim that goes around the edge is polycarbonate, and it adds a little solidity to the durability of the phone. But I generally like to see Samsung try to use some other materials. Samsung always goes big on software with their flagship devices, and the Galaxy S4 is no exception. My favorite new features from Samsung are called AirView and Air Gesture. And the way AirView works is it's a carryover from a technology used on the Galaxy Note 2, where you use the S Pen to hover over information and get extra extended preview information. This works on the Galaxy S4 with just a finger, so you can hover over an email and see a few lines of that email. You can hover over a day on the calendar and see your full schedule for the day. So I think that this is actually going to be super helpful. If you can really get used to it, you'll really enjoy it. Air Gesture is more of a hands-free type situation. You can wave at the phone to scroll through different browser pages. You can wave at the phone to answer a call. You can switch from song to song without ever touching the phone. So it's good for people who are cooking, if you're eating food at your desk while you're working, if you're driving. Cameras are becoming more and more important on our smartphones. And I wouldn't say that the Galaxy S4's 13 megapixel camera takes the best pictures, but I will say that the software that Samsung threw into the camera app is really, really great. One of my favorite parts is Dual Shot, which lets you take a picture with the rear-facing camera and the front-facing camera at the same time. And you can use cute little frames and filters, resize them, reformat them, and you can actually capture a moment where you're taking a picture of something awesome and you can get your face in there as well. It's really nice. Samsung put a huge focus on health with the Galaxy S4. So you'll have a temperature sensor, a humidity sensor. It also links to a number of accessories, including a scale and a heart rate meter, and also something Samsung is calling the S Band, which will compete with the Nike Fuel Band and the Jawbone Up. All in all, the Galaxy S4 is a really smart Android device. It's got a lot going on. I wouldn't recommend it to smartphone noobs or anyone who isn't interested in kind of exploring new technology. But if that gets you going, you will absolutely enjoy the Galaxy S4. That's it, and thank you for watching.